Well, good morning, everybody. Gentlemen, this is the total, Nocosystem that we have been selling on behalf of Oxypharm, which is a company from France. And I, on behalf of Namo Drugs and Devices, who are dealing with the sales and services of this particular system, Nocosystem, would like to explain you the usage, how to use it. I mean, in your day-to-day routine. A Nocosystem contains two things. Number one is this appliance, this machine, which is called Nocospray, which is a portable machine weighing only 6.5 kg, can be carried to any room, from one space to another. Then we have a bottle, which is the solution which is used as a spray material called Nocolyse, which comprises of hydrogen peroxide 6% and colloidal silver is 30 parts per million in this. This is also available in 20-liter pack, which is along with the pump, which is used to fill these bottles once they are consumed. You can see here are the measurements mentioned on the bottle in ml. 100 ml, 200, 300, 400. You can see it is very transparent. You can see how much is being consumed in every use. This will help you in using the appliance more accurately. Now, before I start, I would like to show you this instrument, which is called GSM 40, which comes from company Bosch. This is available online and is used to measure the size of the rooms or any office areas where you are using these machines. The benefit is that this instrument measures the volumes. When I say volume, it is in cubic meters, length, breadth and height. Because why volumes? Because this machine, it sprays and just disinfects the whole room, not only the surface and just the air. It disinfects each and every corner of the room. How it does, I'll tell you once I explain the principle of this machine. Now let us come to this machine. This is available online. You can buy it online. The company is Bosch. But otherwise, if you don't have this, we have a formula to measure the room. That is the area, like if the room is 10 feet long, 10 feet in length, 10 feet breadth and 10 feet height, then you have to multiply all these three, 10 into 10 into 10, which comes to 1000, and divided by 36. So that will come to cubic meters volume. Like it will come to say 27.7 cubic meters once you divide 1000 by 36. So when it comes to 27, you can round that figure to 30 or 35 depending upon the various equipments or table chairs or other furniture lying in the room. If there are more tables and other areas, other appliances, then you can increase the dose to 30 or 35 cubic meters. Other thing is that when you are having some positive patient in the room, like some corona patient has come to the room, he has been sitting there, then you have to apply the curative dose, which is 3 times. Like if the size of the room is, as I said, is 27, then you have to make it 27 into 3, means 81 cubic meters, or say 90 cubic meters. Then that has to be sprayed. That is called the curative dose. But in the routine, when we spray, we use only the preventive dose. Now let us see the machine. Nocospray, has a cord fixing space in the back. You can fix it very easily like this, and then you can switch on. This light will indicate that the electricity is working, number one. Number two, the voltage is appropriate. It is not less than 200 220 volts, because it has to be 220 volts, only then this machine works. Thereafter, the dose fixing area is this, which you can see closely also. This one, yeah, this you can see, this is the light which can be increased by just pressing this arrow. You can increase the dose as per the size of the room. This is cubic meters. You can reduce the dose if the size is say 10, 100 or 200 or more or less, like 50 cubic meters, then it can be reduced also. So this depends upon the size, which we know by measuring, which we measure by a formula or with this device. Now once we have fixed the dose, this is one area. Now other thing is, this is the nozzle, which is very important. This is fixed here at the mouth. It is very convenient. Like this you can do it. So this will click, that means this is fixed. Now once you remove, you can remove by pushing this button, it comes out. Now once you apply the bottle, then you open this bottle and this nozzle will go inside the bottle. Then you can fix it by rotating it like this. Very convenient. Once it is tight, a bit tight, don't tight it too much, then you can fix it back on the mouth of the machine. Right? Very simple. Once you have done it, and suppose you have taken the measurements, suppose it is like 50 cubic meters, we have fixed at 50, we have to push this button now. So this will start beeping. This will beep for 15 seconds. That is allowing the time for us to leave the room and close the room. All the rooms, all the windows as well as the door should be closed, so that the spray does not go out of the room. Why I am saying this? Because the speed of the spray that will come out of this nozzle will be 288 kilometers per hour, means 80 meters per second. So the reason for this speed is to ensure that the medicine reaches each and every corner of the room. Even the drawers needs to be opened, the cupboard should be opened so that the medicine reaches it. Even the AC ducts, they should be opened, but no AC should be on, no fan should be on. So the medicine will reach deep into the AC ducts, where most of the bacteria, they hide themselves. Most of the fungus is in those areas where we can't dust and mop every day. So I think this is clear. Now I'll also like to explain you how to refill the bottle. This is 20 liter can. You can remove this. This is the pump which we have been providing along with this, which comes from France itself. This can be applied here. So this is the same cap. You can tight it. The bottle, suppose it is used, it is consumed, so take out the bottle like this, and then you can insert this inside, then press it. So this will push the solution into the bottle. So it will take hardly 10 to 15 seconds to fill the bottle. It is very convenient and very easy to operate. Once you have filled it, just ensure that it does not it is emptied, the nozzle, this pump, so that there is no wastage of the solution. Like this you can do it. You can put inside and just press this pump from up like this, so that any solution inside the pump will also go back into the can. So this way we can save the solution, because each ml costs right? Because the dose, as I said, is consumed 1 ml per cubic meter. And if we lose mls, we are losing the money. So we should not allow that to happen. So let us fix it back. Or let's not put, let us put it here. And this is very easy. Now I'll come to the major advantages of this machine. See, we say that this machine disinfects the premises, disinfects the environment indoor, where we people spend a lot of time here, whether it is offices, whether it is residential area, whether it is the shops, whether it is the gyms, or saloons, or anywhere. Because infection is one factor which is common in all these areas. Bacteria, the fungus, the viruses, even coronavirus these days, then yeast, their eggs, spores, even the mosquitoes, the insects, they are also prevailing in all these environmental areas. So when we talk about the solutions, we have solutions like Nocolyse and other solutions which are used to kill the flying and crawling insects also. Those solutions are again used with the same machine. Dose is fixed, and then again the same machine will spray those solutions in that room or in that kitchen or in that pantry area, and thus ensure that the mosquitoes and the various flying and crawling insects, they are killed and eradicated. Even their eggs are removed. Because the most important issue is that when we are getting the pest controls done in our areas, they are spraying these pesticides outside, and when the insect reaches that area, it touches that particular medicine, pesticide, it dies, it consumes, it dies. But what about those eggs which are lying in their holes where they are hiding themselves? Those eggs, they again hatch out, and again the cockroach or the mosquitoes, they come out, or any other flying or crawling insect comes out. So we have to ensure that those eggs are also eradicated. For that, the speed of this machine, that, as I said in the beginning, 288 kilometers, that will ensure that the medicine which is being sprayed, it reaches into the holes and just kills the larva, kills the eggs. So it does not allow the egg to hatch out. So precisely one spray can help you in eradicating the whole mosquitoes and insects inside that room. That is the major advantage. You need not do it every time again. Only thing is that if there is any source from where the insects are entering the room, that has to be plugged. That if again they come out from outside, come in from outside, then you have to do the exercise again. Now I come back to the major advantage of this whole system. See, gentlemen, when we say that why we are using in offices continuously, I think it is only corona time when we are using, or should we use it afterwards also? Actually, this is one product which is now becoming a part and parcel of our life. Why? Because infection is prevailing, number one, in all the areas inside, and number two, that infection is not getting controlled by just doing mopping and dusting on day to day basis. Because we can mop, we can dust, but we cannot mop and dust the hidden areas, the corners, the roof, the AC ducts, the drawers, the cupboards, that remains untouched for weeks and months and years. So when we are spraying it in a routine basis, we are just ensuring that these hidden areas are also exposed to the machine and the solution, and these bacteria, virus, fungus, yeast, and all, they are eradicated. What is the advantage of this, eradicating these bacteria? We often say that the health of the environment where we are living is very important. Why it is important? Because our health depends upon the health of the premises, environment where we are living. If my room where I am sleeping, If my office where I'm sitting for 8 hours, it is not healthy, it is filled with bacteria, fungus, virus, and yeast and all those viruses, and I'm breathing, there is every likelihood that my immunity gets compromised, because I am competing with those microorganisms. Because everything which is available in that premises, whether it is oxygen, you know, oxygen is also consumed by these microbes because they are living beings. They are also consuming. So many times you must have felt that in certain official areas we feel stressed. The moment we enter a room, we feel yeah, बड़ा यहाँ पे stress है. It is not actually the stress. It is the lack of oxygen. We think that by displaying the ACs and all, we have increased the AC content. No, the oxygen content is not increased by displaying the ACs and all. The oxygen content is increased when you will improve the health of the environment where your people are living and sitting and spending a lot of time. So that is where I like to point this product, that using it on periodical basis. Sometimes initially you may have to use it every day, because we people have never used it in our offices. Once the mopping dusting is done, person should press the button before leaving the room and close the room. This will take maybe few minutes for the machine to spray, but after that only half an hour to keep it closed, and then you can walk in inside and sit there comfortably. You will feel that in 3, 4, 5, 6 days that yes, now I am feeling healthy while sitting here. Otherwise, the allergic problems. Certain people they are who have weak immunity, they get exposed to the areas which are not getting sunlight continuously, and they get kind of flu and all very easily. So that will come down. So that this is a very important factor. The health of the environment where we people are living, sitting, spending time is equally important, because if that health is good, then our health is also going to be good. Right? Now, besides this, yeah, even we have seen when we have been using these machines in the hospitals, the doctors have been telling us that people who are not able to get good sleep, like insomnia, they have improved in hospitals only. In patients, who are psychiatric patients or neuropsychiatric patients who are admitted, if we just ensure that their rooms are disinfected on weekly or daily basis initially, then they feel good, they get a good sleep out there, because there is no lack of oxygen in their rooms, there is no abundance of microorganisms in their room. So this is very important. So I will request you guys, just take the advantage of this particular product, which is a patent product from Oxypharm, France, which is not provided in India by anybody else. And we are lucky enough to have it, because we have to bring down the infection factor in our areas. And the only tool that we have with us at our disposal is Noco spray and the solution Nocosystem, which comes as it is. One more point I like to highlight, that in certain offices and in certain bigger plants, there are chemists available, their own chemists who say that we can prepare the solution. Gentlemen, this solution contains 6% hydrogen peroxide and 30 parts per million colloidal silver in water, which is totally purified. This solution comes as it is from France. We don't prepare here, because preparing here would mean that we will be taking water from the tap or from the tank, adding hydrogen peroxide in that, maybe colloidal silver also that, but we cannot be sure about the accuracy of the concentration of H2O2 and colloidal silver. Number one. Number two, all the studies which have been done with this system, which we have provided to your management, has been done with Nocospray and Nocolyse. No other solution. The reason why I am telling this, because they are not compliant. They don't have any compliance to each other. Now, in case you will use any other solution which is prepared by your own guys and the results are not as per the expectations, we don't guarantee that. We don't stand guarantee to that. So I will request you that the cost sounds more, but if you will just measure this on day-to-day basis, keeping in mind the number of people sitting in the room or in the office, you will find that it is very economical, because the health treatment cost is much higher. So if we are disease free, we are saving that money, and to remain disease free, we have to ensure a healthy environment where we are living. So this is all, and gentlemen, I request you that in case you have any queries, you can always come back to us. We are available 24 into 7 days, all year round. You can note down our number, which are otherwise mentioned in invoices. I am Ranbir Singh Pathania. My number is 9646018052, and my colleague Mr. Vipul Singh, his number is 8557021133. Gentlemen, besides the usage of this machine in offices, this is primarily being used in hospitals, in OTs, in ICUs to kill the infection, in dialysis units, in NICUs, neonatal ICUs, PICUs, in wards and private wards, in food industry to kill the fungus. Nick Bakers is our major customer. Even like that, we have other customers here in Tri-City and all India level. This machine is available besides India, in Canada, in Australia, in UK, in France, of course, in Europe, of course, in UAE. You can always find it online, and the most economical price that we have worked out is in India. If you will just find the cost in other countries, you will find it is much higher than our own country, even after converting into rupees. So once again, I'll request you to take the advantage and make your family, make yourself and your friends healthy and disease free by using Noco spray on continuous basis. Thank you very much, and good luck, gentlemen.